the criticism is helpful. I also think that it might, I think of a lot of things. The first thing I think is that we actually do have an ideological frame. Myself and Alicia in particular are trained organizers. We are trained Marxists.
We are trained Marxists.
We are super versed on sort of ideological theories.
And I always hesitate because I like I said, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I have to call a spade a spade. There are a lot of there's a subversive group in this country that wants to topple the current structure of the United States,
yes,
so that they can gain power because they think they can rule better.
Yes.
And a lot of those people, generally speaking, are Marxist.
Yes.
That's pretty much it. That's why, like, I make a delineation when people are asking me about Black Lives Matter, for instance. Black Lives Matter, the sentiment, I can get down with. Black Lives Matter, the organization, I cannot.
And why is that?
Because they are not for the same thing.
So what do you think?
The leader, the founders of Black Matter, like the founders of Black Lives Matter, literally just came out and basically said she's a trained Marxist. She didn't basically say it, she said it blatantly. She's a trained Marxist. Both of them, whoever the two women are who are the founders of Black Lives Matter, the organization, they are trained Marxists. Said it with their own mouth on the show.
And what is their goal? What do they want?
Well, what do Marxists want? They want to topple the current structure. They have their so to speak, their useful idiots that create chaos to topple whatever structure is in place so that they can come in, fill the vacuum. And then what do they do with the useless chaos? What do they do with the useful idiots? They dispose of them because they are rebellious in nature and thus will topple the power structure that's in place then.
So who are the useful idiots that you think that they are utilizing?
The people running around spraying Black Lives Matters while rioting and looting.
Yes.
Not protesting,
right,
but rioting and looting.
And then there was the mass stealing. It seemed to be everywhere over the weekend. In Buckhead, an upscale part of Atlanta, rioters stole a Tesla from a dealership and drove it through an indoor mall, just to underscore how completely out of control things were. In Portland, Oregon, mobs looted Louis Vuitton, Apple, and Chase Bank, among many others. They often set fires as they left. In Chicago, protesters fought systemic racism by running through a Nike store stealing shoes.
I said, if this country doesn't give us what we want, then we will burn down this system and replace it. All right, and I could be speaking figuratively. Okay. I could be speaking literally. It's a matter of interpretation.
Overnight, a group of people tore down the George Washington statue in Northeast Portland. This was near Northeast 57th and Sandy Boulevard about 11 last night. Police tell us that statue was also vandalized and the group ran off once officers got to the scene. We're told they didn't make any arrests associated with the demonstrations.